Genre equals marketing. A lot of newer authors get wrapped around the axle about what genre am I in. Look at a series like The Expanse. The Expanse. Science fiction. Or is it thriller? Or is it crime drama? Or is it a romance? Is it military science fiction? None of that other stuff matters. Science fiction. And then, oh, by the way, it has all these other elements that readers find compelling, that watchers please do not get wrapped around the axle about your sub genre. I have this, but then I have all these other elements. That's fine. The best stories are multiple genre in that they touch all these different elements. Almost all great stories have some kind of romantic subplot. Keep that in mind when you say that I never write romance. Well, yeah, you probably do if you have realize any kind of success is that you have some kind of romantic subplots in there. So, is it romance? Don't get wrapped around the axle. What is the biggest category where people will like your books? That's what you go after. That's how you tout yourself. Me, science fiction author. Simple enough. I wrote post-apocalyptic. I wrote military sci-fi. I love my space opera. I even have a series that's a subtitle is Cygnus Space Opera, just to make it clear. Even though science fiction, still, this is what I am, a science fiction author, period. It's not, hey, I'm doing this. I'm going to change the world with this kind of these kinds of subplots and themes that you won't even realize are there, and they're attacking your subconscious, and you won't be able to stop thinking about them while you're sleeping. Stop it. You want that, but don't market that way. Don't be so forward as to say that stuff. So genre, keep it. The more generic you can keep it, the better off your marketing will be, until you can define that audience and then refine it down. But if you ask readers, very few will know that sub genre that you're trying to say, hey, this is what I am. Very few will know that. Other writers will, but who are you marketing to? You're marketing to readers. So it doesn't matter what you say to other writers. Say, hey, science fiction, let's do this. Unless you're trying to get into a shared promotion of some sorts, then yeah, you want to be more aligned. But don't niche it down so far that you're gonna target all 5 readers of that genre. You're not doing yourself any favors. The big favor is finding the biggest genre. Readers want to be entertained. In order to be entertained, all the kind of facets of their lives have to be touched. The 3-dimensionality of the senses, of the scenes that you paint, of the action that moves the plot forward. The characters move the plot forward. Action, characters do the action. So this is you need those characters that people can relate to. What big genre? A lot of folks don't get wrapped around the axle. This is all of this whole 5-minute focus is about. Don't get so wrapped around the axle, this sub genre. We did a recent survey, and people got so twisted up, clicked other, and then listed these laundry list of genres. You know what? We're not going to look at that stuff. It's just what are the main genres, unless Westerns. For you, Mike Bray, we will address Westerns and say yes, Western. But everybody else, big genre. So, because that equals your marketing campaigns will be so much easier when you first start attacking those big genres. But then you're going to find readers that in there that don't like it. Well, they're neck down. They don't know that they're a subgenre, and that's where you find them, and you go to the next one down. Start the biggest, and then refine from there. Once you start realizing some success, finding some readers, and that some readers might be 10 or 20 is all you need to then tell you it's this. I had one series that science fiction, of course, and the readers, the first few comments were like, "Oh, this is young adult. This is YA." So looking at young adult isn't its own genre, but it's an element within the other genres. So I still market my stuff as science fiction, but it's in young adult categories, and I do market it with what are the elements of young adult that people want to see, and that's no swearing, no sex. Great, we can do that. So, hey, in the science fiction series, science fiction adventure, space opera. People don't know what space opera is. This is there's no sex and there's no swearing. Oh, hey, cool. So then I get all these adult readers who are looking for clean reads, and they don't even know that they're really looking at the young adult subgenre or that element of a genre. So just know where you're going with how you want to market. Don't get so twisted up, and don't subgenre yourself down to where, hey, there's nobody else that writes like this. No, there's nobody else that writes anything like what you write. And that's what every reader or every author should feel, that my stuff is unique. However, it's unique with the main trope is in this genre. Pick the biggest one, market to the biggest one, and then refine from there. And as you refine, you realize, because I've done a lot of marketing, I've sold a lot of books, and science fiction, just simple as that. Even though I don't do dark, I don't do horror, I don't. It doesn't matter. This is where the bulk of my readers come from, and that's who I want seeing my stuff, because that's where the bulk of my sales come from. All right, everybody. Genre equals marketing.